Alright, hello and welcome back. So the Lunar New Year event has been released, and well, you know me, I like to play these chill events. So far they have been nice, some of them were quite long, some of them were actually quite short. If I can recall, last year this event was quite short, around maybe 15 to 20 minutes. And well, now I expect the event to be a little bit longer. And I see that there are some new event stuff as well, couple new costumes, right? That's pretty nice. So time to hop in the first stage and see what happens. Actually, when I think about it, I don't recall much from the last year's lunar event, so I think this one here would be more memorable because we have a lot more characters, and I think most of these characters will be involved in it, so we will, I guess, find that out. Now, this area in the background, I think that's the area where the structures sleep. Not quite sure about that. Might be the area where the commander is located at. So I would actually go with the structure sleeping area just because it does remind me on that. Okay, two choices. I'll go with the first one. Now, what I usually do in these events is I like to play them first, and afterwards I translate. The translation usually takes, well, it depends on the length of these chapters. Sometimes it takes 5 to 10 minutes, and sometimes it can take up to several hours. But in most cases, it is actually worth to translate this. Of course, it would be a lot better if this had a English version, a global version, and of course that will be the topic of this year. This year, this game will finally get a global version, and I am actually closely paying attention to that. And well, as soon as I find out some news about that, I am definitely going to update as soon as possible. But at the moment, everything is mostly silent, and the game currently has, I think, 3 other versions. So that is that is okay. The next version might very well be the Southeast Asian, and well, the Southeast Asian server should have English in it, so that might be the first official English version of the game. But again, we will find that out. Last thing that I've heard is that they will combine the Southeast Asian and the global version to be one version, so that would be interesting to see how it will work. And all that is due to happen within this year. Now, story wise, up until now, it was okay. The last actual story with Luna is okay, but I don't like how they made the overall stages. It can be really frustrating to find the correct path. Now, of course, the language barrier is also adding to that. But yeah, it can be kind of frustrating to actually find the correct path to finish to get all of the cutscenes. And thankfully, the developers knew about that, or it was actually patched. Not quite sure what happened, but I somehow have all of the story, and I am in the works to record all of it and to upload all of it. I think I actually stopped at midpoint somewhere, and I need to do 2 more chapters. Now here we're back at this area, this desert area, and we are going to pick up one more missing member. He is usually hanging out around this particular place. Not quite sure if I can call this a oil pump or is this a abandoned nuclear reactor. Not quite sure. In this game, you have a lot of unknowns and a lot of different areas that I wish to be able to explore one day. That day actually might be very close because the open world part might actually arrive in maybe the, I don't know, couple updates from now. So we will see what will happen. Okay, what's the there we go. That's the fella that we went to pick up. In the background you can also see the city. So definitely this area looks like a industrial area of some sorts. Now actually what it is I have no clue, but I can only speculate. So because it is the new year for them, they want to pick up all of these different members that are actually, all of them are mostly living in their separate areas. Not all of them are actually on the station. That is interesting. Usually we all expect them to be at one place, but in this case they are actually scattered all around the planet. So my job here would be to pick all of them up and to cluster them at one specific area. Now, not quite sure if this fella here is going to comply and if he wants to go back. And, well, I can't blame him. He is not quite the. Well, if I follow the story correctly, this character here does not quite like Eden, and, well, he doesn't want to go back to the station. And in the Fallen Star event, he actually kind of went missing for some time. And there was the rumor that the character died. Well, the character did not die, but the character went into hiding. And honestly, I kind of forgot when the character reappeared. So I think it might be around chapter 10, chapter 9, around these chapters. And, well, they usually have their pairs. Not quite sure where Bianca is at the moment, but everyone knows that this character is paired with Bianca for some reasons. There are also some fan arts that I unfortunately cannot show you here. If I could, well, I mean, I can heavily censor them and show them, but even then, it would be dangerous, so I have to be careful. Maybe one day when the rules change, who knows? There is still hope. Now, Nicholas over there, not my favorite character, and I've read a lot about that he might actually, betray the station Eden. So far, definitely a suspicious character, and I'm definitely going to follow up to the story to see what will happen. Okay, on to the next chapter. I like that they added the button for the cutscenes on the upper right corner. And who are these three? Interesting. For a moment, I actually thought that these are the younger versions of the structures. Just for a moment, though, because what would be the point of having younger versions of the structures here in this place? So I guess these three are just random, or not actually random. They might be living here, so that's what I would shoot at. They might be living around this area. Now, one type of map that we are kind of missing is a map that is, well, actually we did have such a map back at the, I think at the summer event there was a map with lots of water around. So yeah, that's kind of a map that we are kind of missing, but again, not missing because we did have that at the summer event. And, well, who knows what will happen this summer event. I mean, I can already guess what will happen. And, well, we will see what will happen actually. Now, are these three going to come follow me to the station? That's the question. I think they will. But again, we will see. Okay, I'll go with the second choice there. Now, this would be so much more, well, so much less confusing if we had a English version. And this cutscene, this that picture is, well, it's good. Well, I have to say hello thumbnail. What is the okay, and okay. I know how that thing works. We did have such a item throughout the Nier Automata event, which by the way, the Nier Automata event is slowly ending, and you can actually play the original, I think the original Frozen Darkness event with the original bosses on their original difficulty. So if you want to experience the good old Rosetta difficulty, then you should definitely play those stages. I kind of don't like that you have literally infinite revives. It kind of, takes away from the challenge that Rosetta posed back then. But I guess, I don't know, that's one thing that I kind of want to be changed, which is, for me, for example, a bad thing because I want a challenge. But I guess for the vast majority of players, they don't want to spend too much time fighting the boss. That was an interesting stage. That was a map. That was actually a old map that we could see at chapter 4, I believe. Chapter 4 is the first chapter when this character appeared. The good old chapters, they're actually quite simple if you think about it. They had lots of cutscenes, and they are the chapters that were made back when the game was in alpha and in beta, literally 2 years ago. So those chapters could also use a rework in a way. They can actually use a rework, mostly a aesthetical rework, because they kind of look outdated compared to the rest of the rest of the newer chapters. But so far, the developers did choose to change the gameplay a little bit with each new update. Not necessarily a bad thing, but they say if something is not broken, then you don't have to fix it. At the moment, I think they're just focusing on, making the game have a lot of different, I guess, combat ways. Not quite sure how to put that. And as for that, well, we will see what will happen within the next update. Speaking about the next update, well, we did have a big boss in this current update with the latest story, and I'm talking about the main story. So the next story chapter might not have a large boss. I am suspecting at a humanoid boss, and well, we will see what they will do. If it is another humanoid boss, then it will be most likely a new character in the future. So that's the pattern that they're following. And I am back at this area here with these three. Well, actually, I'm not. Okay, the stage ended before I could actually finish my thought. All right, no problem. On to the next stage. Okay. Actually, I know what's going on here. We are preparing the village that they're living for the New Year Eve, I guess. So that's why I have initially came to this area. And again, a nice little touch. The cute little moments in this particular game can be very, very valuable. I think they could have added a lot more cutscenes for this, because the art that they use for the pictures, well, not kind of a cutscene, but the still images, the art that they are using for those it's okay. I like it, and it actually reminds me on an old, I think, a anime show that I watched a long time ago, or it reminds me on a game. I kind of forgot. It's been a while, and I actually spent some time looking for it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it because the art style was, well, so, well, not weird, but the art style of that show was kind of memorable, and the title is something that I couldn't remember because the title was kind of weird. But kind of glad that the good old nostalgic memories are awakened by playing this game. Well then, we are at the village here. Well, not quite a village, quite looks like a settlement of some sort. And well, here I guess you're going to be preparing for New Year's Eve. Let's see what will happen. Well, this looks nice. For a moment, I thought that this was Star Wars because these structures kind of reminded me on those from that. And well, this is a area that we did not visit so far, so this is absolutely new to me. And well, let's kill some enemies, I guess. Okay, first two targets spawned in, no problem. Now this drone thingy is something that is kind of weird, kind of odd. In the Nier Automata event, it caused some odd frame drops because these things used to fly in the camera constantly. And well, I guess they did shrunk. They shrunk in their size because of it, because it was interfering with the camera. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, next wave of enemies. Well, if I can call this a wave, only two of them. And in the background, fireworks. Okay, did not expect to see fireworks, but okay. I guess that's the reason why we came here. And I can't go to watch them. Alright, well, that's bad. Okay, let's go here. And the next wave, I'll just use the ultimate to quickly deal with them. And the main boss appeared. Okay. Well then, let's go to the main boss, because the boss is actually patient enough to wait for me on the tree. And only 5 bars, not much. It would take a couple of seconds, couple moments to take the boss out. Okay, that was good. Well, kind of a alright chapter, I guess. I expected it to be a little bit longer, but I guess it will do. Now we are halfway through this event, and we still did not see the vast majority of characters. What the hell is going to happen in the next 25 minutes? Makes me a little bit curious to know. At the moment, we have, oh man, I think we have at least 10, 12, or even 11 different characters. Not quite sure if I did all the math right there, because I might have eaten one or two characters. Not quite sure. A lot of characters were introduced in the last few updates, so my apologies for that. And this time they have a opportunity to make this a memorable event. Would be more memorable if I could understand immediately what they're talking about, but I guess I'll just translate it later. But so far, I like where this is going. So far, everything appears to be chill, which is a rare occurrence in this game. This game is, in some very rare moments, chill like this. And well, again, it is quite refreshing to have such a event after long and excruciating combat. The summer event was quite memorable for that, especially after the Lucia versus Ku boss battle. They still haven't done something that's actually better than that boss battle, by the way. That is kind of sad, but who knows, they might surprise us in one of the next updates. Generally speaking, the Ku versus Lucia boss battle was one of the best that they ever made. And soon it will be almost a year from that moment, so they better be making something similar to that, or, well, I would be disappointed. The cutscene with Luna was okay, it was alright, but it just, I don't know, it just did not feel right. Again, I will not spoil anything because I didn't upload that yet, but I'll be working on recording. Well, actually, I don't need a lot of more minutes to record. I just need to record the last 6 or 7 stages before I can upload it, and then you are going to see what I mean by the cutscenes. Now, they are actually surprising the commander here, something that I wasn't aware that would happen, but apparently it is a surprise for us, and, well, let's see what will happen. What is this background area? For some reason I got reminded on what was it? I kind of forgot what I was about to say. Well, actually, this area reminds me on the Nier Automata event. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. On to the next stage. Now this looks like a junkyard, if I were to be honest. And what am I doing on the junkyard? Well, I have no clue. Oh, would you look at that? I was asking where these two were, and the game responded at giving me where they are. And they are at the junkyard. Oh, okay. What the hell are they doing at the junkyard? Well, I'm guessing they are, I don't know, salvaging something. I mean, usually how these events go, they organize, they pick a place where they want to spend the New Year's Eve, and then they literally make the place look good. They clean all the junk, they clean the area and stuff like that. And, well, then they spent the New Year there. Now, one of my personal favorite events of this game here is, I think it was the original first Christmas event. Now that event is still one of the cutest moments and one of the overall best moments of this game. That has been released almost 2 years ago. The last Christmas event wasn't that good, unfortunately, but the first one was definitely memorable. And I can kind of see what they're doing. Sometimes they choose to do one event very good, and the rest of them they just go average, I guess. But yeah, the first year of this game is definitely my personal most memorable. After, they had their ups, they had their downs, and overall, the first year is still my personal favorite. So let's see what will happen. It's snowing. Well, at least this area looks nice. This area that you can see in the background is actually one of the farming stages, one of the character farming stages. I think you can farm. Kind of forgot which character. I think all of them actually use the same map, which is this one in the background. A very good looking map. It is quite small for the background that they made for it, but it's okay. And wish that they also did add a little bit more depth of field. In that case, it would be a very good view. Okay, on to the next stage, and okay, this time I actually get to use my own structures. Very nice. Okay, let's see what will happen. Well, now they are just rolling on the nostalgia train. If you remember the first stage, the first chapter actually, this is one of the first areas of the first stage and first chapter. That was, when I first saw that, I was impressed. Now it's literally part of every day. I guess time flies and technology flies too. Would be interesting to see where this game will go into the future. Now, one little issue that I have with the map design here is, why is there fire in the background if this has been abandoned for like years and years? That's kind of a weird little detail that I noticed. And well, we have arrived at this building, and well, you guessed it, this is the building that we will decorate, and this is the building where they will spend this, well, this Lunar New Year at. I see that they're still sticking to the human traditions. Again, I guess it is a nice touch to the game, and overall, judging by the apocalyptic nature, apocalyptic overall story of the game, it is kind of a, well, I guess a cute moment, but I guess this picture is the best thing about this event, which I can't wait to actually extract from the game files. Well, actually, I pull my words back. This map looks nice. Did not expect to be greeted with a cutscene, but alright, I guess. Let's see. Well, this is a quite a spacious area. Well, these developers definitely like big things, and well, I can't blame them. They made a lot of big things lately. Literally, I mean. So let's quickly kill these enemies. What is this? Oh my god! You know, there is this 90s show called X-Files. I think most of you already watched that. And there is a particular episode where a robot that's used for, I think, robot battles, that's actually a thing, killed a man. Literally with a saw blade that literally looks like this that I'm looking here. And when I saw this, I got a flashback from X-Files from that particular episode, which I think was season 7. Not quite sure, might be season 7, might be season 5, either 5 or 7, or it might be a totally different season, I don't know. Not quite sure if they were inspired by that, but these machines are annoying. Oh my god. They are hitting me and I can't evade. I am still rusty, I guess. I'll just use the ultimate on Nanometer to... Okay, that was fast. That was very fast. Well, good that I saved the ultimate for that particular moment. Well, that was a very interesting area. So far we haven't seen a map like this. Quite a large area. This might have been a market of some sort. And the area where Nanami was a, I guess, storage area. So I find it kind of very interesting that we are fighting Nanami over and over again. It's like they are trying to make her a enemy. Literally in every event that we did have so far, Nanami was a boss in one point or another. And also there's this thing about her that she might be a spy. I don't know, actually. I have no clue what's gonna happen there, but there are some, weird things about that particular character. And well, hopefully the developers will expand on that story, because there is a lot of potential to use here, and well, only time will tell which path they will choose. Alright, that was a weird stage. These machines, these new enemies, surprised me. Did not expect new enemies at a event like this. Absolutely did not expect something like that, but I got surprised, I guess. And well, now we are at the junkyard again. I think this is the junkyard, I don't know. Kind of, I feel bad for calling the background the junkyard. It's just literally the first thing that comes to my mind. But, okay. I am not blaming them. They live in a post-apocalyptic world. Oh yes, if an apocalypse happened, I would also live in a junkyard in a way. I guess it's safe. I don't know, you can find some very valuable items there. And it's snowing. Actually, speaking about snow, this year I did not have that much snow here where I live. It was mostly warm, oddly warm, and there was thunder at moments where thunder should not happen. That was also very weird. Last time that happened was like 20 years ago or something, so definitely a very weird moment. And I had bugs flying around, literally a one full year. That's something that hasn't happened in the country I live in for quite some time. So yeah, this year definitely started very oddly. Well, we're back at the village. That's at least a better scenery. I'd rather be at this village than at the previous place. And on to the next stage. Well, my god, this is long. This is long, and I did not expect this to be this long. Okay, well, like I've mentioned earlier, sometimes these developers make a event extremely good, while others are just at best, average. Still enjoyable, but average. This one, though, I like it so far. Well, we're back at this destroyed mall area. I mean, they also could have stayed at the damn station and make this, but for some reason they have to go on the planet to celebrate this. I guess it has more of a traditional look at it, which is fine. I'm totally fine with that. They are sticking to the tradition because, well, it would be odd to spend New Year's Eve in space, right? Although it's safer, but I guess they like to live on the edge. So, yeah, why not? I'd probably do the same if I were in their position. Well, let's start with the decoration, I guess. Or with the battle. I mean, we should decorate this. They mentioned something about the decoration, so... Okay, how did I got teleported here? Huh, interesting. Well then, what is this? Okay, well, seems like my goal here would be to chase this thing down. Now I wish that I picked a ranged character because now I have to chase this thing left and right. Oh man, I could have taken Bianca and just sniped this enemy, but I have live here, which has medium range, by the way. Not long range, but medium range. Still not enough to catch this thing. Well, I guess I'll just use the combined forces of these characters. All of which are actually built for DPS, by the way. That's how I roll in this game. It works. The DPS can be the support, and the support can also be a DPS. Very flexible characters so far. So far, of course, you have characters that are specific for defense. Even those characters can actually have their uses and they can do a lot of things, which kind of surprised me at first, but now it's generally part of the game. And well, we are back here. Hopefully I will not make a wrong decision, because I think one of these characters there in the game is kind of a little bit, on the edge to blowing stuff up, so I'll definitely be careful at my decisions. Striking a conversation with Nanami here is... let me lock my doors. Oh my god, here we go. Oh my god, now just watch what will happen. Yeah. Okay, well, she ain't happy about things, and she is yelling. Usually that never ends good, so what will happen? Well, the stage ended. That's what happened. Alright. On to the next one. A dialogue stage. We're back at this station. Now, when I think about it, we never got a good look at the station besides the cutscenes. And I kind of have my doubts on how this station actually looks because of because we never actually saw it in the game, literally, in one of the stages. Closest we've ever been is in the what was it called again? Oh my god, I forgot. In the Fallen Star event. So that's where we were at the station. But we never saw the station from the outside, so yeah. We still have a long way to go in this game, story-wise, because the story so far doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. They focused a lot on the side stuff, which by itself isn't bad, but I think they should have focused on the, you know, on the main story. And besides that, I don't have any objections against that. Okay. Um, hmm. Still thinking about Nicholas. That character doesn't appear to be, that friendly. If you catch what I'm trying to say. Well, on to the next stage. Let me change the characters a little bit. I'll try to use the characters that are in the story, in the cutscenes. And well, that's the trio that I'll be using. Well then, I guess they have been decorating stuff in the background. That's nice. Now it actually looks a little bit better. Although, I don't know, wait a moment, they actually repaired the walls and stuff. What the hell? Yep, they actually repaired the walls and stuff. Well, that's okay. Impressive. Did not expect them to do that. And of course, Karen here is about to destroy everything as usual. And that's the character on the left with the yellow cape. That's a very good character, by the way. I like her gameplay. And the S version of that character is also very interesting. One of the prettiest to look at ultimates in the game. But still don't have the character because I haven't been focused on that character yet, of course, but eventually I might have to. Depends on what will happen. Okay, let's see. Now I'm very curious to see if Luna will appear here. That character is one of the more anticipated ones. I haven't used the character much because I haven't been playing that much lately, to be honest. But around the time where the character was released, that's around the time where I became a little bit more inactive. Not quite sure if that will change because I became very busy with other games, literally very busy, and I am still going to follow the stories because they are interesting, and more closely I'll actually follow the development of the global version of the game. As soon as a beta pops up, I am going to be announcing that, so I guess stay in touch. Alright, what did I miss in the cutscene there? I heard a explosion. I'm not quite sure if that's in-game explosion or something blew up on the street there. I'd be very, very worried if something actually blew up on the street because that was actually loud. Not quite sure if you could hear anything. A couple maybe weeks ago, something blew up in the woods over here where there was nothing literally there, and well, kind of recorded it, but I kind of also lost the recording because of some faulty software that I had on this device, and that faulty software caused this device to go crazy, and well, had to reinstall the whole ROM. So yeah, don't install everything you see if you are a rooted user. Well, actually, I didn't install it. I actually deleted something, to be honest, to be more precise in the more technical terms. Deleted something that I shouldn't have, and well, the phone became a soft brick. Thankfully, I know some tricks that I used long ago when I used to tamper with the custom ROMs, so easily return the phone to its normal options, thankfully, or else I would have to spend money on a new one, which I really don't want to do at the moment. And I'm getting yelled at again. Lovely. Not quite sure what's the word that she doesn't like, but there is a certain word, certain symbol that she doesn't like too much. Well then, okay, fair enough. We are back at the storage area, and well, I'll give them this. They decorated this. Not too bad, not too bad. Kind of, looks weird if you just see one line of these lamps, although they look nice. But one whole section is empty, so yeah. Not quite sure if I should be sad or if I should be happy. And there we go. That's the firework from the. I think that should be the desert area around the corner there. Not quite sure. Could be. Well, this looks nice, I guess. Yeah, when I think about it a little bit, it is kind of sad what they're doing, especially what these characters went through. If you followed the character backstories, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Literally all of these characters have very, very sad backstories. And well, I think that's what makes them. What is this? Oh, okay. Oh no, this is going to be a long fight. This looks like, yeah, this is going to be a very, very tanky boss. And I literally need to use this floating drone thingy to destroy its shields. Okay. Easier said than done. This is the moment where I wish I had my other S-class characters, but I guess I'll just do this with my B ranks. Now the difference between my S ranks and B ranks is only the equipment. My best equipment is on the S ranks, on the S classes. And here I have decent gear, but it is not as good as the stuff I have on the S classes. Now you might wonder why is that? Well, the S classes were actually more developed than my A and B classes. Somehow I got more shards of the S classes than of the A and B classes, so that's kind of odd. The game did treat me at the early start of it, and 10 more bars left so far. Well, this boss is not that difficult. It is just, we have to be careful at the, evasions, at the moments where you evade, because that shield is actually annoying. Okay, I have to get the little drone thingy to do its magic again. Okay, ultimate ready. I'll just pop the ultimate right on start. There we go. That's a good old Lucia bomb there. And let me switch. Well, actually, I don't have to switch. I'll just continue. There we go, that worked. And now the shield is down. Good. Now I should be able to do more damage. The shield is adding a little bit more health bars. And well, I honestly, sometimes, when they start to regenerate health like that, it gets kind of annoying, but at least I can kill them with the current characters I have. Okay, its shield became weak now, and it should be a smooth ride from this moment on. 2 bars left, 1 bar left, and oh my god, it popped a shield, but that was too late because I already had the upper hand. Well, that was a long boss battle, I guess. Did not expect to see something like that, but it happened. So that was a surprise. Not quite sure if I should call it a pleasant surprise, because that boss caused me some minor problems, as you could see there, with its shield. Well, that was fun. Overall, a decent, I guess, a decent event. 44 minutes. Well, they definitely amped up the the length of this event this year. We'll actually have to go back and see the length of the previous year's event. Should be shorter than this, or I might actually have mixed some things up and it was actually the same length. That would be actually funny if that was the case. So I would have to, check that out after I finish recording this. And as you can see, so far, each new year the events change in a way, but the overall goal of the events stays the same. And now now I don't want to cause any, how do you call this, rumors, but what would happen if one of these characters were to actually die, and if they were like completely removed from the story? Because these developers like to follow a timeline, and in that timeline, if a character goes down, then that character is pretty much gone. So let's say if Liv died, for example, what would happen with these stories? Would these moments be fun, or would they be sad, or would they be happy? Oh man, that's a question that I can't give an answer of. It would definitely be nostalgic. That's a thing that I am 100% positive of. But the other things, yikes, I have no idea. To date, so far, a thing like that has not happened. There are rumors, though. Wait a moment. There were rumors, though, a couple months ago that one of the characters will die in the upcoming stories, in the main stories. So yeah, things are about to be, weird, or I don't know. We will see. My suspicion is that Liv might kick the bucket because she is still using the B class body, right? And she's not using the A or S class. So yeah, if any character has the chance to die, and if someone would to ask me to guess which one would die, my first guess would be Liv. the second guess would be the second guess would be Karenina. So because she did have the last year vibes in the previous event. So yeah, sorry to get distracted by these morbid topics in such a beautiful event. Now back on track. Well, seems like everyone came. Well, most of the main cast here came to this area. That was nice, I guess. Most of them came to one single spot to celebrate. Now, where are the rest of the characters? We are missing, like, let's see, at least like 4 or 5. So yeah, there is still more characters to arrive. Not counting those that, well, wait a moment. Actually, yeah, they actually revived some of them. Yeah, so we're missing a lot of these characters at this certain area. Well, I guess we will find out what will happen to them. I guess we will see if they celebrate this as well. Okay, well, this background here became a happy place, which is a rarity in this game, and they are outside, probably waiting for the clock to hit 12 a.m. Surprisingly, over here it's literally almost 12 a.m. What a coincidence. I couldn't time this more accurately if I tried. Interesting. Well, I guess Happy New Year. I guess Happy New Year. We are back at this station now. Alright, well, let's see what these characters will do. Alright, she doesn't seem to be that happy. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I don't have a good feeling about this all of a sudden. Well, oh, that face. Nope, I'm out. Nope, not gonna happen. That face looks like she's about to murder someone, and oh man, that was creepy in its own cute way, I guess. I don't know. Well then, so far a decent event. I'll definitely translate this. Translation gives this event a lot more, you know, a lot more value to it. And well, we're now back at this lovely area that looks very luxurious actually. And if you were to ask me where this is, I would have no clue to answer. I think this is still on the station in a different segment of the station. And well, oh, Rosetta. Well, like I guessed, the cast, the other characters are still not forgotten. Well, that's actually a nice touch to have all of them clumped together. Well, actually, they're not clumped together. They're all at their different places where they like to stay. And so let's see the next. Oh, okay. Well, wait a moment. Wait a moment. Why are these two characters together? Why are these three characters together in this area here? You know, uh, some things just popped up in my mind that I will not share now. Oh man. Someone will eventually make a very good fan art of these three characters here. Wait, what happened there? Something exploded. Well, I guess Happy New Year to everyone who celebrates the Lunar New Year. Event was nice so far. I liked it. It was quite good, and I'm quite surprised by the length of this chapter. So almost a full hour. Oh my god, that was yeah. This is definitely a surprise for me. Now, why didn't they do this last year? I have no idea. And why isn't every event like this? Again, I have no idea. Kind of weird, but it is what it is. Now, the only thing that I wish, and I think that everyone wishes for, is to have this game a English version, so that we all can understand without tools what they're talking about here. So, if anyone has a New Year's wish, well, I guess, I guess if I did celebrate this, I would say give global as quickly as you can. Although I don't wanna rush anyone or anything, and I'll just leave them to their job to deliver what they usually know to deliver. And the picture that we were waiting for in the end, well, beautiful. Hello thumbnail. That's what this will be. A very well, this art though, the art style, something that I love about this game. These pictures have captured the serious, and they have captured all the all the fun stuff and all the cute moments in them at the same time. Well, what is this? Okay, well now I can get the well-deserved rewards over here. Thank you. And what can I actually do with these things? Let me just quickly check this before before the video ends. And well, seems like you can open these. I see. Okay, I see how this works. So you can open them. Okay, and this is okay. That's a weird little mini game. Basically, you have to click on these things to kill them, and well, a hammer will actually get them. Well, this escalated very quickly, didn't it? Well, that's interesting. Let me just quickly take all of them out, see what I get. Well, definitely did not see this one coming, but it happened. All right. Well, that was odd. That wasn't very at the moment, and you can also get these rewards here if you like. And now I can open this. Okay, got some hammers. What the heck was that? Okay, and I think this is a daily thing for the next couple days. Might be wrong. And I got some 5-star memories. Well, that was okay. Alright, well, this was a long video, I have to admit. Hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.